5 FM.
A beautiful Saturday afternoon to you listening to Emirate 98.5 FM. Of course, this is Sport Express right here on your number one radio station. We are the voice of the people. Yes, of course, the voice of the people. Tosh Michaels is my name, the anointed voice of radio, the apostle, always bring you the gospel according to Sense Sports. And of course, this morning it's about time for us to get you connected with happenings in the beautiful world of sports. Wherever you go, everywhere you go, it is football. The Super Eagles will take on the Pharaohs of Egypt in that third place finals later this evening. That match kicks off by 5 p.m. PFL fixtures everywhere. Pro Route League returned yesterday, and of course we'll be talking about it. We have one man in the building, the CEO of Pro Route League, Ibrahim Zubair, who joins me this morning on the show. Good morning, good afternoon, Ibrahim Zubair.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tosh.
Welcome. You've been here before and you're here again. There's a difference, right?
Yeah, I can see the difference.
Yeah.
You are doing well, thank you.
Alright, good afternoon. Let's quickly start with let's have Pro Route League. The league returned. The second half of the league returned yesterday. We saw some interesting fixtures. Blah Planet beating Gakabi by 3-0. This is second. This is the second season of the league. What will you describe the season so far? The first round of games played. How would you describe it in terms of the teams, their performance? The first season it was 8 teams, and now it has been increased to 10 teams. I don't know if I'm right. 12 teams. Yeah. So talk to us about the league. The first stands out. The maiden edition of the league and the second edition. What has been the difference so far?
All right. Once again, good afternoon. My name is Ibrahim Zubair, the chief operating officer of Pro Route and the chairman of still the Pro Route League itself. We started the Pro Route League in 2024, and we had 8 teams that started the league, and then during that season, KFE emerged the champion of the league, and we have some of our players that, like today now, we have our highest goal scorer, somewhere outside Nigeria playing in Europe, and we also have some of our players representing the national team, like the Kamaldin play under 20, played in the Pro Route League. And another player played under 17, that was Nigeria national team, that also played in the Pro Route League of the first maiden edition and some part of the second season. So now we are in the second season, like you said, and we resumed the second half of the season, the second start of the season yesterday, and presently La Planet is still sitting on the top of the table. When we started with 8 teams. We're being very, very careful. We don't want to put so much on ourselves, that we will not be able to cheer at the end of the day. So started with 8 teams, and because of popular demand, we increased to 12. And this season, what we put as part of our plan is 3 out of those 12 teams will be going on what we call the playoff relegation. In terms of, they might make it to the next season and they might not, depending on them
There was no relegation last season.
Yeah, there was no relegation because we with 8 teams, and we made promise to those 8 teams that they should not worry, they will continue the next season. So, but this time around, because the league itself is not just about coming to play and play for fun. Our main intention is to move players, to make players get known and showcase their talent. That's why we record all our games. Apart from recording, we live stream it. And thank God today we have several partners. Apart from last season we only had AfriScout as our partners, as our major partner, our data partner. But this season now we have iBall. If you check on SofaScore now, Pro League is on SofaScore, so you can even easily follow us live and direct. And that's why we still live stream our games. And we also have iBall to do the analysis of this game for us and help us to also showcase this talent. And we believe that this season we'll be having more players playing in Europe, and we can say that made from Ilorin to Europe.
Yeah, from Ilorin to Europe. Yeah, there's a communique circulating yesterday. That went viral yesterday. Talking about one team being replaced. Can you talk to us about it? Harmony City FA be replaced by Western Hood FA.
Yeah, I will not also want to go into details about what actually transpired, apart from what we have released, which is what we have in circulation. And I want to also use this opportunity to apologize to our fans that those circulation came late. That was because we were trying to make sure that everything was being properly done before we release anything. Because if I tell you that I'm going, I can still tell you that I'm back. So we don't want such situation, and that's the reason why we're very, very careful. So Harmony City left not because of us, but because of things that I would not love to discuss, but it was internally to them. So then we have to embrace the new team that was interested, which is the Western Wood FA.
But it wasn't a good welcoming for Western Wood, as they were trash 6-2.
And the thing is, I'm always happy about Pro Route League because it's not just like every other competition that you see around here. Why is because it's a league that gives room for you to know whether you have actually hired a technical person or just a person that calls himself coach around the streets. So there's always room for that technicality to come in. If I'm playing a match this week and I know I will have another match next week, so let's assume that I have about 3 of my players that I know that they are performing very well. If it's a friendly match, I can decide to risk them and put them on the bench. But as far as this league is concerned, you don't risk such. You have to bring your best. So they are being welcomed. Like every other team in the league were welcome when we started the season, especially the new 4 team. They were well welcomed, just like Western was well welcome yesterday. So I believe that with time they will get themselves together and cope.
All right. So result of games that went down yesterday. La Planet 3-0 winners over Gakabi, and then Barrier FC 6, Western Wood 2. 2 games on the offer today. We have KFA taking on Young Atlas. That one has started already, 11 a.m. kickoff time.
Yeah, it's 2-0 presently.
2-0 presently, and then OPFA.
It is live stream, so anybody hearing us can still watch it on live on our channel, Pro Route League.
House of Prayer FA taking on City Boys FC. City Boys, sometimes I see City Boys, I've watched them, sometimes they concede a lot of goals.
Well, I want to believe that maybe they are now back. I want to believe, during the half of the season, we gave room for registration of new players. And like I said, this is a league. It's not just one championship that we play in a week or 2 weeks. For the first standard of the season, we spend 11 weeks. So we're going into another 11 weeks of surprise as far as I'm concerned, because no team wants to relegate. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I was talking about the first year, and the second year. How will I say difficult? How easy has it been for you, organizing?
Thanks to God. For the support and for always being there for us, because I think it's good for me to first appreciate God for the for everything, because at the point I got tired, and I'm being sincere here. It's not something easy financially and all of that. The first season we got a support from Taiwo Awoniyi, and I'll forever appreciate that. That was the first season. He gave us 1 million naira, and I can remember one of our daddy in the industry was asking me that, I think that money should be enough, and I laughed it out. I think after some months, when he saw what we're actually doing and how we're doing it, He said, I'm so sorry for saying that money. I thought it is just the normal regular 1-2 weeks program. Last season we spent 14 weeks in organizing the program, a full-fledged Ligo Mandiri. This season we are spending 22 weeks, and we know how much that we are spending. And most importantly, I want to also thank my friends. Maybe they are hearing or they are not hearing, even for friends support and all of that. And also very, very important, I want to thank the team. Even for the team, who are we going to sell our product to? The team are well participating in the league. Though they have their ups and downs, but we have been able to manage ourselves because we are all human beings. So I won't say it is difficult. I will only say that these are normal challenges that should be expected in whatever anybody is doing, especially in sport and in football. Sport is very, very emotional. Somebody can call you stupid idiot on the field of play, and before you know it, you guys laugh it out after the game. So it's something that I'm not new to. So we thank God.
Yeah, we thank God. Obviously, I give God thanks and praise in every of our endeavors. Yeah. Still talking about the league. This league is modeled like what we are seeing in Kennedy. Forgetting what it's called right now. In the TCC League. Yeah. Now we talk about players who have passed through the league. Yeah, we saw some players now, doing exploits outside. I will still ask again, what is still motivating you?
Well, I think what is motivating me? A lot of things. The first time, in the first season, after we finished the first season, I was asking myself, what are the things that we have achieved so far in the first season? So I sat down and I was thinking, and I realized that we have been able to move, football in the space of Ilorin to what actually is happening outside Ilorin, or let me say outside Kwara State.
You've changed the narrative.
Exactly, it is not what it used to be. You can't see. There is no player in this Kwara State that you mention Pro Out League 2 that would not want to be there, that would not want to participate. But we have age limit, so we tell most of them that you are very, very old, you are not marketable, sorry to say, at that age in this league. So some of them, they are not happy with that statement, but that's the truth. We can't accommodate everyone, and like I said, this is pure business. We want to make money, but we are not being selfish here. We know for us to get to where we are going, it might take us some time, and that's why we didn't. Let me just put it last that is one of the things that is motivating me. I was not too ambitious to achieve everything in one season, and I always told my team that our sustainability of this program is very, very important. If we felt maybe we didn't see anything after putting a lot of things in the first season and we back out, somebody would just come and take the credit of what we are doing, because that person might be opportune. So for us, for now, thank God, we have the Kwara State government making, the governor making the environment, some kind of encouraging, because looking at what the government is spending into sports,
facilities, exactly, and all,
you'll be encouraged to also bring your idea, initiative into being and do whatever you want to add. You can't expect government to do everything.
Now, I was actually going towards that direction. I wanted to ask, how much of an encouragement, how much of a support have you gotten from the Kwara Football Association, the FE, the Kwara Sports Commission as well?
Well, for me, the Kwara Football Association, let me start with them. They have been a kind of father and youth, or let me say son relationship. Why did I say this? For us, organizing a competition, for us to be well recognized, you must do some registration. And I want to believe that the last time we did our own registration, it was somehow late to when we were supposed to do it. So we were only guided. They didn't put so much pressure on us that since we did not do it at the right time, they always go out. But they guided us. I think I want to thank the chairman of FA for that, and the secretary and Mr. Alhaji Ahmed. They really did well in make sure that we didn't go astray on that, because at a point we might have stopped. This season might have not come into being if they have actually acted with the supposed to act, but they gave us and guided us. Also, the Kwara State Sport Commission have been very, very supportive over the years, and especially also the director of sport, which is
Alhaji Brian Bako.
Yeah. The KFA pitch is where we are using, because as much as we also wanted to use the main ball, and looking at the numbers of games that we are playing, last season we played just for 56 games, Listen, we are playing 132 games, so everybody cannot use the main boom.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody cannot use the main boom. So the KFA is being provided for us, and it's been well managed, and that's the reason why we resume most of our second stanza late, because the field needed some kind of touches. And today, you will go there now. Even you watching on YouTube, you will enjoy our matches.
All right, away from a Pro Route League, briefly, let's let you know that our matches will go down in the Nigerian Premier Football League this weekend. 3 games on the offer today. We have Kano Pillars who takes on Abia Warriors. We have Bayelsa United take on Shooting Stars. Bendel Insurance will be at home. They will welcome El Kanemi Warriors in that match day 21 class right there in Benin City. And of course, interesting fixtures. Let's tell you that Eyimba FC will entertain Barao FC. Eyimba got the beating of their life last on Wednesday when they took on Shooting Stars. That one ended 3-0. They will look to bounce back at 2 winning ways at Eyimba Football Club. Ikorodu City, after that 1-0 defeat in the hands of Remo Stars in Ikene, they will look to bounce back against Kwara United, who are also seeking redemption after losing at home to Bendel Insurance. Let's see who gets the better of each other in that encounter in Lagos. That one will go down tomorrow, talking about the Ikorodu City versus Kwara United. And of course, Nasarawa United, they take on Niger Tornadoes. Nasarawa lost at home to Kano Pillars last time out. Unknown tough that one was. And of course, Plateau United will take on Wiki Tourists. Rivers United, they will be at home against Remo Stars. Rivers United lead the pack with 4 points. They will look to extend their lead on top of the table. Talking about the Nigerian Premier Football League table. Warri Wolves, they take on Katsina United in that clash. Nigerian Premier Football League fixtures for this weekend. Let's look at what the table looks like for the Nigerian Premier League before I bring up Boyemi. I know he has been following Nigerian Premier League. We have Rivers United 38 points. They sit at the summit of the league, looking for their second league title. Rivers United finished the job doing the massive job right there. Abia Warriors followed suit with 34 points. Ikorodu City third position with 32 points. We have Shooting Stars who are pushing hard. They have 32 points on fourth position. And then Nasarawa United looking like they were ready to challenge for a title, but somehow dropping down, and they now sit fifth on the log with 32 points. We have Rangers in sixth position with 30 points. We have Niger Tornadoes seventh position with 29 points. In 8th position is Bendel Insurance, who were struggling for relegation until the arrival of Kennedy Buboye, who has somehow brought some spark into that team, and then they are 8th position on the log with 29 points. Katsina United 29, they are 9th position on the log, same points, 30 on points with Bendel Insurance, but a better goal difference of 4. That is Bendel Insurance that occupy the 8th position. We have El Kanemi Warriors in 10th position with 28 points. We have Warri Wolves 11th position with 27 points. Eyimba Faba, shocking, they are 12th on the log with 26 points. We have Remo Stars who are 13th on the log, the defending champions, with 25 points. We have Kwara United 14th on the log, 24 points. We have Barao 15th on the log with 24 points. We have Wiki Tourists 16th on the log with 23 points. And in the relegation zone, we have Bayelsa United 17th on the log, 23 points. Kano Pillars 18th on the log, 22 points. Plateau United 19th on the log, 20 points. And then Kun Khalifa with rock bottom with 18 points. Ibrahim Okoyemi, how difficult is the Nigerian Premier League? Look at the defending champions, Remo Stars, who were flying last season, and now they are 13th on the log.
Well, for me, I think this is good for Nigerian football. Most of the time I was I started watching Kwara United live come to the stadium. I think about 2 years ago, sincerely. Though I followed and listened to news and all of that, but coming to stadium to watch. So about a month ago, that was in December, I encouraged friends of mine staying around the same area that they should come
and watch.
One of them was like, people don't lose match at home now, and I was laughing. I was like, what do you mean? Nigeria League is not what it used to be, whereby home team, you just go and write it, home team, just write a win for your home team. So I think we are seeing the different perspective of the league now, which is good for Nigerian football. At least we are starting somewhere, and I want to believe that one day we will get there. There are most of our players, about maybe 75% of them playing in the national team, will be from our local teams. I want to believe that one day we will get there.
One day we'll get there. So let's talk about Kwara United. They lost at home last during the weekend, midweek.
So it was difficult to accept that defeat for me, because I could see the effort of the players and all of that. Why some of my guys were like there was some tactical error and all of that. For me, I want to believe that they were just unlucky, because I cannot count how many goals that was, that no matter what you just start and then go, but before you know it, the ball is out. So for me, they were just unlucky. I want to encourage them that this one that they are playing away, we hope and
can they get the result against Ikorodu City?
A
very young Ikorodu City.
For me, it is possible, because the NPFL is not what it used to be. If Remo can lose their match to was it Nasarawa or India? Okay, I think it was Bendel. Yeah. If Remo can lose at home to Bendel, and we also lost at home to the same Bendel, so anything can happen in Ikorodu.
You talk about Bendel, they were rock bottom. They were struggling, to survive. That was the first stanza of the league. And then Kennedy Boboye came in, and some matches were away from home, picking points. He picked 6 points from Ilorin, defeated Katsina United here in Ilorin, defeated Kwara United here. He got victory against Remo Stars. Let's talk about what magic he has been doing.
Well, for me, I think I'm always okay. In about some days ago, there was a match I watched on the Kwara State main board there, where I was still explaining to somebody yesterday that, see, when you have attackers that don't go back, I'm always scared of such teams. When they get the ball like this, they don't look back. Unlike one of my best player personally is Mikel. When Mikel holds the ball, most of the time you see him either going back or you can't decide.
He's a defensive midfielder.
Exactly. But when you see, you cannot even differentiate between a defensive midfielder and attacking midfielder in a team that the only thing they know about is going. I think the opponent should be careful. And that was what happened against Kwara United and Bendel. When those guys get the ball, I think that's now their technical way of playing. When those guys get the ball, they don't look back. So their attackers are very, very fast and ready to go for goal.
Attackers are fast and ready to go for goal. Away from that, let's quickly talk about Nigeria. They play today. They take on Egypt in that third place match. These two teams have won 10 AFCON between them. Egypt 7 times, Nigeria 3 times, but then they are fighting for bronze medal. For Nigeria, the golden bronze, which we always bring back home. How disappointed were you, in that game against Morocco on Wednesday night?
It was very, very disappointing. Seeing I think in the first instance, I never prayed I would play against the host team. The reason was that we had the same experience against Ivory Coast during that last final. It was more as if our players were being threatened. And in 2017, I had same experience during the Nuga competition when University of Ilorin was playing Makurdi. That environment that day was more like you mustn't win that match. So when we were down with Morocco in the semi-final, I was already scared, but believing in the team, because for me so far so good. In the past, I don't want to, let me say in recent time, this will be the best team we had in terms of dedication and ready to play. You understand? They were ready to give it all. But playing an host team is not something easy. When I was younger, then that was in 2017, I was fighting the elderly people around me that were like, "Come on, man, win." What are you saying? You came here to leave the trophy, and you say, because imagine people chanting around saying, "We must win." That was what the host committee was saying. They were telling, "We must win." So I think that experience, it's something that guided my. So now we never saw the video where Wabali was
being harassed.
Exactly. Imagine about 5 to 10 towels of his was picked. So just imagine that to yourself out there. So for me, I wasn't disappointed. I was not just happy with. I was disappointed and not happy with the Moroccan FA, or let me say football of a thing. We need to move away from that angle in Africa and get to those Europeans that we always look forward to.
All right, if you are just joining, this is Sport Express right here on Emirates 98.5 FM. Of course, we dishing it out to you, giving you updates as regard, so what's happening in the beautiful world of sport. Let's quickly go for a short musical break, and when we return the show, we will continue. Still, Sport Express right here. Do not go nowhere.
Every day on umdundo.com.
Sabi girl no dey too like talk. Animals dey in human form. Body man nobody like walk. But you must hustle if you want job. You no finish, they won't fight us. If them they run, them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, no one hear what they want. Telling me could deny my fantasy. They want to check if my tap be no wrong. But it dey rush well, it be much. Now gotta make my top, it dey rush. The kind money we touch, yeah. It dey rush well, it be much. No be hype, everybody dey crush. There's no darling with us. You dey from papas. Which kind money we never see before. Cause hello me, got me feeling I'm the one. Ajay. Can never take my cake away. Ajay, you can't count my grace. I just did my lane. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, no one hear what they want. But it dey rush well, it be much. Now gotta make my top, it dey rush. The kind money we touch, yeah. It dey rush well, it be much. No be hype, everybody.
Welcome back. I still Sport Express right here on Emirates 98.5 FM. Quickly, let's I'll take you straight to Europe and see what's happening right there in Europe. Matches will go down in the English Premier League, across different leagues as well. Talking about the La Liga, the Italian Serie A, Bundesliga matches that will go down. Interesting weekend of matches. We have the Manchester derby earlier today. It's 1:30 kickoff. That one would be Manchester United playing host to Manchester City. Big fixture right there. And of course, London derby between Chelsea and Brentford. We have Leeds United up against Fulham. Liverpool takes on Burnley. And of course, Sunderland will take on Crystal Palace as well. Tottenham Hotspur, another London derby clash right there against West Ham. London derby again, Nottingham taking on Arsenal. Interesting from the English Premier League. As well, let's talk about Manchester City, Manchester United. Big game. It used to be a big game, but I don't know if it's still a big game. It used to be a big game, but I'm not sure if is this a big game. Manchester United, Manchester City.
Well, I think presently both teams are more. Well, for me, Manchester City still keep that big team.
Manchester City is a big team. I'm talking about Man United.
Man United is a big team going by record, but
present form. Are they big team based on present form?
They are one of the biggest teams.
One of the biggest.
based on record. But I wouldn't want us to just sit down and judge the outcome of the match as far as I'm concerned, because football is very, very funny.
They have their players. They have Manchester United have their players back.
Yeah.
Bruno Amad Diallo eliminated from the African Cup of Nations already returned. Bruno Mbeumo already returned. Everybody is set. Manchester City, they've had bought Anthony Semenyo from Bournemouth. They've had Mark Gray also heading to Etihad Stadium. They are looking stronger again. The only player missing from this Manchester City squad will be Mamouche, who will be playing against the Super Eagles later this evening, and the rest.
So let's wait and see. I want to believe that it's still a kind of 50-50 game for me, because it's a derby. It's more like just saying Barca will win Madrid or Madrid will win Barca. You can't say until they play the game.
All right, away from that, yes, I told you Nottingham Forest will take on Arsenal. Arsenal looking good for the league title this time around.
I wish them well. I want them to.
I know you're an Arsenal fan.
No, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm a Real Madrid fan. But I think enough is enough for Arsenal. I pity them.
All right, in the French Ligue 1, we have Lens takes on Auxerre. Toulouse will take on Nice. Angers will take on Marseille. Of course, in German Bundesliga, we have Dortmund up against St. Pauli. All these games are going down today. You have FC Cologne against Mainz 04. We have Hamburg FC versus Mönchengladbach. Hoffenheim will take on the Bayern Leverkusen. Wolfsburg takes on Aideni. And then RB Leipzig, who have now, who don't have a Nigerian in their round, talking about Sani Suleiman. They will take on Bayern Munich. We hope that Sani Suleiman gets some minutes in that game.
Yeah.
And of course, Italian Serie A, we have Udinese up against Inter. Napoli takes on Sassuolo. Cagliari takes on Juventus. And some of the games will go down tomorrow as well. Let's see tomorrow's fixtures. We have in the Premier League Wolves versus Newcastle, Aston Villa versus Everton, Strasbourg in France takes on Nantes, Nantes takes on Paris, the former club of Moses Simon taking on his present club, but sadly Moses Simon will not be there. Still in the camp of the Super Eagles. We have Rennes that takes on Le Havre. We have Lyon up against Brest, and of course, not the Brest you think. In the German Bundesliga, we have Stuttgart take on Union Berlin. Augsburg take on Freiburg. Italian Serie A, Parma, Genoa will do battle. Bologna take on Fiorentina. Torino and AS Roma will go head to head. AC Milan takes on Lecce. Matches right there. And of course, the final of the African Cup of Nations will go down tomorrow. Senegal up against Morocco. 8 p.m. kickoff time. That one will be in Rabat. Let's come back to the Super Eagles. They take on Egypt later tonight, and that game will go down in Casablanca, the Mohammed V complex in Casablanca. Nigeria Super Eagles up against Egypt, third place match, 5 p.m. kickoff time later tonight. That one will be Akweme, are you excited? Like, are you having the feeling that Nigeria is playing? I am not having that feeling. Like,
I don't think I will be watching the game. This is a team that we're all optimistic that we're going to play in the final, because we're looking at dedication and the commitment of that team.
I look at the squad.
You get it. You wouldn't want to see us in the final. Even the Moroccans want to see us in the final, but because we're playing with them, they are, because playing in the final will be also more of an economic value to the Morocco government itself, because Nigeria that will travel for that game. But unfortunately we are not there. They are now there. But playing the top place, I'm not even. I don't think I'm interested.
It's not interested. I'm not interested as well. But then Nigeria we have to play, at least coming out third from a class of 24. Your father will say, "Well done, my son." So we should pat them and say, "Go for the bronze medal." And then Nigeria has never lost a bronze medal match.
Well, we are playing against Egypt.
They've never lost a bronze medal.
We are playing against Egypt. Let's wait and see.
Okay, let's hope and see. The last time we played Egypt was the preparatory match to the African Cup of Nations, where Egypt won by 2-1. That was just a friendly game. There was nothing at stake in that one. Today's third place finishes at stake. Okay, let's go back to the Pro Route League. Matches will go down tomorrow as well. We have Car FC take on FC Zeus, and Skills FC takes on WB. Why split the games? In the first season, first season, all games were played one in a day. But this time we have it split Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What's
the first season we were playing 4 games in a day because we felt we could still manage our time, and we play a standard normal football time, which is 45 minutes, so we're able to manage ourselves. But this season now we're having 6 games, so it was best for us to split it into 2. Play on Thursday, Wednesday and on Thursday. But this time around, in the second start of this same season, we, like I said, okay, let me just use this opportunity to say this. I think as far as Ilorin is concerned, people tend to look towards investing in football, in sports, and not leave it to the government alone. The only football pitch that we have in Kwara State that is of standard is the Membo. The one that comes in second of standard is the KFA pitch. So just imagine that. And as far as the league is concerned, we can't stoop so low and play on the ordinary sand. So we appreciate the government for putting that in place. But I think
we need more stadia in the States.
You say what?
We need more stadia in the States.
We need more. We need more. And that can only be done by private investors. I think they should now look away from building hotels and filling stations and come and invest in sports, because there's money in sports. If they are doubting that, maybe they should go and meet the chairman of Raymond Star and let him educate them.
I see what he has there, massive structure he has there for Raymond Star.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Izubre, for coming around.
Thank you very, very much for having me. I really appreciate you, Mr. Sport, and I'm so happy that Emirate FM is now on good standing.
Yeah, of course, Mr. Sports, Sports, I'm Tosh Michael. All right, thank you for listeners for joining us on the show today. Sport Express right here on your number 1 radio station, the voice of the people, Emirate 98.5 FM. Tosh Michael remains my name. Sport Express will make a return next week Saturday, but join me tomorrow for the Sport Parliament from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and of course from Mondays through Thursdays, game on from 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Do have yourself a pleasant Saturday evening, a good weekend. Stay out of trouble. Don't go find Wala. Anybody find Wala, you go carry and go see. Alright, take care. Keep listening to Emirate 98.5 FM. Goodbye.